Good morning. Let me see, guys. Can you hear me now? So I'm back on, and I don't know if you can hear me, but I'm just going to check the sound. I'm just going to check the sound. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hello, hello, hello. So I'm back on. And I don't know if you can hear me. You can now hear me, right? Because I can hear myself. All right, guys. Good morning. Good morning. And good morning. What a morning it has been already. Thank God we have liftoff. I must apologise for the time. Morning. I must apologise for the time. What a trial and error. What a trial and tribulation, should I say, this morning. And you know what I've learnt this morning through this process? Give yourself time. Give yourself time. For those of you who are just logging in on the replay, please remember to put all your wins, your aha moments in the comments, in the threads. Welcome this morning, those of you who are on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Love Zone Radio and MediaNet Live TV. Good morning, and good morning again. I have to say that so many times for it to sink in. It is a good morning, even though it has started with a hiccup. And you'll know why, because of the subject the last subject, the number 7 of what I've been teaching this week. We've been looking at the life of the eagle. We've been looking at how the eagle presents itself. We've been looking at how the eagle shows its grace and its power in leadership. And yesterday we looked at influence. Yes, we looked at influence and the influence of a leadership, the influence of how the eagle is, the influence of what you may require to move forward in your business, in your life, within your families, within your workplace. This stuff it goes far and wide. It's not just for business, it's not just for home, it's not just for families, but it touches every single part. And so this morning, the number seven we have, and we went through. Let me just, hay fever is rocking me as well, up against it. But hear what? I'm here, and I'm going to teach this thing. Right, so we looked at courage. We looked at the eagle has courage. The eagle has great vision. The eagle has great resilience, great wisdom. The eagle in the eye of the storm. But we're going to touch on that because all of these things are going to come back. Influence. And so now we are looking at the 7th. And the 7th, number 7. Good morning. Those of you on Instagram, how are you doing this morning? Please excuse the time. That I'm here this morning. Anyway, so this is number 7. Number 7 is integrity. Number 7 is integrity. The eagle, the business owner, the person who works, who is the employee, the mother, the father, the brother, the sister, the uncle, and the next door neighbor must have integrity. It's something that we lack within our lives, that we need to boost and increase. Right? Increase. This is what we need to boost and increase in our lives. In our lives, right? So the eagle. So we look at the eagle. As the eagle gets older, we already told you what the eagle does to make its offspring feel uncomfortable. It pulls out its own feathers to put in the nest to make it uncomfortable. But this is another thing. So the eagle gets used to pain. The eagle understands the criticalness and the learning in pain. Because I don't know if you've ever seen an eagle's feather, but it's got like a lot. They used to use them to write They used to dip it in ink. You see that point? And it would pull it out of itself with its own beak, cause itself pain in order to find its purpose. Ah, there's a nugget right there. There's a nugget right there. Pain to purpose. It knows the amount of pain it needs to endure to get to its purpose. And that's what every leader needs to have, to understand that from the pain will come the purpose if you persevere. Yes, and I can relate to that this morning. Yes, I can. so, what happens is occasionally, right? What the eagle will do, it pulls out the feathers so that the new ones can come. So occasionally we need to shed some old habits. Some old habits, no matter how painful, no matter how painful it is, right? No matter how painful it is, you got to release the old habits. Your habits, and we're going to talk about habits next week. See how everything just run, everything just work. Habits that we have, the habits that we have that restrict us from moving forward, and we don't want to give up the habit. We just want to carry on. This is just how I am. Who's ever said that? This is who I am. This is how I roll. This is me. Yeah, this is you then. But there comes a time when you've got to look at yourself and you've got to see, do I need to remove some of the old stuff? And it might be painful. But through the pain, you will find your purpose. Hello. Okay. Right? We want to carry on with the same thing, and then we have no integrity. We say we're going to do something, and then we don't do it. Yeah? Because this is just as I am. This is how I do it. This is how I roll. This is how we do it. No. We as leaders, we are moving forward. We are progressing. And we have to get to a place where we know, actually, that funk and that brass has to go because it's not serving. And this is what the eagle does. It looks down at its body. It looks at how it is, and it makes a decision. Some of these things have to go. So today is Friday's freedom. And today I'm challenging you to set yourself free. Set yourselves free this morning. Free from what, Yvonne Michelle? Free from yourself. Free from your funk and your brass. Free from all the things that are really holding you back. You're holding on because you're scared. You're fearful of what might happen if you suddenly became great. What will happen? Eh? What's going to happen if you suddenly become great? There's a fear. There is a fear. And today is the day to release the fear and walk into your destiny. Walk into your purpose as an eagle. As an eagle. Because if you are listening under the sound of my voice, I come here to tell you this morning, through the heartache and through the pain, I've come to tell you that you are an eagle this morning. I've come to tell you that you have purpose. I've come to tell you that no matter what pain you may feel, and it might be painful, you might have to look at yourself and pluck out some stuff. Pluck it out to get rid of the old so that the new can come, so that you can walk in integrity. Right? Integrity is about your character. This morning, I want to tell you, I want to come and talk to you about your character this morning. It's all about your character, right? A leader must have good character. You must display it. So if you're wrong, say you're wrong. If you're right, no, you're right, but be humble about it. Does that make sense? Because you're going to have people coming and following you, working with you, trying to help you, trying to do all kinds of things. You, as a leader, you have to be in the position that you lead well. And being a good leader means that you are constantly improving the self. You walk in integrity. You are consistent. You are consistent. Let me tell you something about consistency. You see, this morning, I'm up. You see me, I have my lipstick, everything, earrings, everything, glasses, everything, hair done up, everything. So that means I was ready this morning. I was ready. And then issues happen with out of my control. Internet not working, phone not working, can't Bluetooth, and I'm getting frustrated. And I'm saying, well, Archer, part of me, you see that there's always two sides. It's like the angel and the demon, yeah. And it's like, just don't bother. Just you know what, girls, take off the lipstick and go and rest up yourself in your bed. But something inside me, remember I'm telling you about there's that spirit inside of us that said, oh, hold on a minute, this is not you. And then I pulled back. Let me tell you something. I pulled back from a couple of days ago when I felt like giving up, because we all do. And I had to pull something out the bag and say, remember, Yvonne, you did this and that happened. And as a result of that, this happened. And somebody called you, right? Somebody called you to say, that message that you delivered that day saved my life. Right. So I had to gird up myself. And I had to put on the right mind. I had to put my right mind on and say, hold on a minute, nothing ain't defeating. Nothing is not going to say, I am committed to doing this. And I had been constant from the day I started doing this. So nothing ain't going to stop. Even if it's late, I'm going to deliver this message. I'm going to deliver this word. And so I'm saying to you, you have to be consistent. You have to be congruent to your word. Your word has to be clear as a leader. You've got to just be in that place where you have courage. As we look at the eagle from the first thing was about courage. People will not follow you if want you. No, had to fight to get here. So I'm telling you this because I'm not holding nothing back. For those of you who are listening to the sound of my voice, I'm not holding back from you because so many people do things. Oh, come on, somebody. Please us this morning. Come on, I'm calling on it this morning. You will not, the devil is a liar. You will not defeat me because I just saw this thing come out. Come out, come out. Listen to me, guys. This morning, I want you to know that things happen to us all, but we have to have the integrity, no matter what, to keep moving as a leader. As a leader, you see, the one thing about eagles, they don't fly away from their prey. They watch and they wait. And then they go for it and they deliver. They do not fail because failure is a mindset. Failure, there is no failure. There is only feedback. Let me say that again. There is no failure. There is only feedback. So if you don't show up, what's the feedback that you're going to get? If you're not showing up when you're supposed to show up, what is the feedback you're going to get? The feedback is going to be the nya in your head. You should have done this. You could have done that. And if you did have done that, this would have happened. And because you didn't do it, you would never, ever know what your outcome would be. So this morning, integrity is everything. Is everything. Okay. As a leader, there are many leaders that say one thing, do another, and then promise something else. Let me tell you that again. They say one thing, then they do another, and then they promise something else. Are you that person? Are you that person that says they're going to do one thing, does something else, and then promises something else? Okay. The type of leader that you need to be is when you say what you mean what you say, and you do what you say you're gonna do, no matter what. No matter what. No matter what. As a leader, this is what the eagle does, no matter what. If the eagle says to its eaglet, today you're gonna fly, no, today you're gonna fly. You're gonna fly. Yeah? Because once the eagle makes a decision, the decision is made. Once the eagle sets its prey, and remember, over 5 kilometers, which I think is 3 miles, the eagle sees its prey 3 miles away. 3 miles away. So the eagle is consistent, and they watch and they wait, and then they swoop down. So what I'm saying to you guys today is that integrity is everything. Integrity is the quality of being honest. You hear me? It's being honest and having strong moral principles. As a leader, this is what is needed. Right? This is what is needed. So I want to tell you, I wanna just say something to you which is slightly different from the integrity, because I want you to get this. The 7th thing is integrity. As leaders, we must have integrity. We must display it in every walk of life. We must. Okay? But I heard a story. I heard a story about an eagle and a chicken. And right now, those listening under the voice, you to see yourself. I've already told you you're an eagle, but for the purpose of what I'm going to say, I want you to go your mind. I want you to breathe out. Right. Lift chickens and cluck around like all the other chickens. I want you to imagine this morning. This is going to help you, right? I want to stay with me. Imagine you're in the chicken courtyard with all the chickens, but you look different. You look different from the other chickens. And they know you look different, and you know you look different, but you look different, and you're still there clucking around with the other chickens. The chicken, when the other chicken lays eggs, you're squawking or clucking. You're clucking, right? Like the other chickens. That's what you do, because you're a chicken like everybody else. Even though you don't look like the other chickens, you don't feel like the chickens, and you don't lay eggs like the other chickens, but you're in the groove. So when everybody else is doing what they're doing, you'll say, like, yeah, and you're still clucking around. When it's hot, you make holes. You know what chickens do when they're hot? They make holes, and they squirt down, and they try to keep cool. You're doing the same thing. Right. Right. So you're doing the same thing. And one day, an eagle starts flying around. Now, any of you that know how eagles are, eagles can just pick up a chicken. They just fly down and pick up a chicken and fly off with it. Done. It's over. Actually, eagles have done that with children. So eagles are powerful birds, right? Let's not mistake this. So this eagle swooping around, all the chickens now are getting nervous. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, the eagle's coming, it's coming. So they run in the little chicken house. And the said eagle, the said chicken that you are, you run and you follow the crowd. The eagle notices that one of the chickens looks like him. It looks like him. And he begins to wonder, what is that eagle doing amongst the chickens. What's that eagle doing? So the eagle now is hovering. And what he decides to do is to wait and hide. So he waits and he hides. And he waits and he hides. And he waits and he hides. And he's watching. And a day later, this particular chicken walks out from the rest. And he says, I can't believe that this eagle is here amongst the chickens. And so what he does, he still waits until he gets an opportunity to get in front of that so-called chicken, so he can talk to this chicken. So he approaches this chicken and he says, what are you doing here? And she said, this is where I live. I'm with my people. And he says, why are you? He goes, don't you know who you are? And she says, yeah, I know who I am. He said, I don't think you know who you are. He goes, you're an eagle. You can fly. He goes, if you just open up your wings, he goes, you can soar and you can see so many different things. And you can be this and you can be that. And you can have this and you can have that. And she's like, oh, this eagle's coming. He's going to eat me. He's going to eat me. He's going to do me something. He's going to do me something. And so she said, really? Because she's quite smart too. She's an eagle. She just doesn't know she's an eagle. So she says, really? She says, okay, so if that's the case then, if I'm an eagle and I can do all those things, that means you're not going to harm me. And he says, oh no, I'm not here to harm. I'm here to help you. I'm here to show you what you can be and what you can do. And so she said, okay then. So she said, well, if that's the case then, that means you'll let me pass. And he said, of course I'll let you pass. She went, she flew into the chicken coop and she was like flapping with her little wings, with her big wings, taking up space, and said, guess what? I outcun that eagle. I've outsmarted him. I'm the cunning one. Look at this, I'm still alive, blah, blah, blah. I'm still alive. And I smart. And all the chickens were like, yay, this is great. I'm asking you this morning, are you the chicken? Are you the eagle that's behaving like a chicken? Are you an eagle that's in an environment that's not conducive to you to grow, for you to thrive, for you to fly? Are you a chicken? Are you an eagle who's behaving like a chicken? Check your environment. If you're not growing, it's time to go. Sometimes you gotta go to grow. And remember, there was nothing wrong with the chicken coop. They welcomed, but their mentality was of a chicken coop, was to stay within the confines of the chicken courtyard. The eagle came to show that eagle in particular, you can fly. You can do great things. You can soar. You've got courage. You just don't know it. So this morning, I've come to tell you, as an eagle, I identify and I see you as an eagle. And I've come to tell you, and I've come to help you to grow and to move and to soar, to fly high. I've come to tell you this morning that there is more in you than what you think. There is more in you than what you could even believe. I've come to tell you that this morning, if you are hearing my voice and you hear the words I'm saying, I am talking to you this morning. And I've come to challenge you to disrupt your normal, to do better, to go bigger, to be greater, to fulfill your purpose. It may be painful, but through the pain, you will fulfill your purpose this morning. This morning, I've come to tell you that you are an eagle. You have the qualities of a great leader. You have the quality of the strongest bird in the animal kingdom. Did you know that the eagle, there's a bird we call, in the West Indies, we call him juncro. Call him vulture. Vultures. And the vulture is a bigger bird than the eagle in stature, but it hasn't got the poise or the strength that the eagle has. Chickens have their place. They're great birds. I enjoy them. I do. But you are not a chicken. So stop moving with chickens. Chickens are ground level. Eagles soar in the sky. This morning, I've come to disrupt your normal. I've come to disrupt your normal this morning. I hope, guys, I'm going to open this thing up, because I'm leaving it there. I'm challenging you this morning. On the or on the only you can decide. So I'm just going to open it up. Anybody, right? This Q&A, we've been going through this all week. All week we've gone through this. Look at the example of leadership. It's amazing what you can get out of it. There's also another lion, because there's the two main animals in the animal kingdom that, as humans, that we can learn from in a great way. But we've learned about the eagle this week. So I want to know, do you have any questions for me this morning? Out of everything that I've said for the whole week, I'm giving you the opportunity, guys. And those of you who are on Love Zone Radio and who are on MediaNet Live TV, you can write your letter. You can write your questions. I do Q&A every Friday, and so you can contact me. Right, there's just on the screen. Actually, let me just do this one. This is probably easier, this one. Yeah, there we go. You can contact me at info@yvonnemichelle.com if you have a comment, not a comment, a question. If you have any comments, put them on the thread and I will read them out. So this morning, good morning. Good morning to everybody on the thread. Right, Lynette says, #live, set yourself free, indeed. Veronica Roberts is saying, this is Freedom Friday. Yes, free yourself. Dean Bailey is saying, I am an eagle. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Own it, own it, own it. Own it this morning. Own it this morning. He's saying, I believe I can fly. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. #live always an eagle. Yes, this is what I'm talking about. Yes, I'm an eagle. I fly high. I am powerful. Yes. Felicia Brown is saying, powerful as always. Boom, 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 boom. Eagles flying. Listen, guys, we've come to the end of the session. And I really hope that you have some takeaways, some aha moments, some boom moments. Yeah. I hope that you have had a great time this week, and I hope that you've learned. If you've missed a day, great opportunity that you have. You can see all of these teachings on YouTube, on my YouTube channel. You can see every single one of them and go over them and learn from them. I hope that you have learned something today. I hope that you will disrupt your normal has been disrupted. I hope that you are like, this woman, this woman says things that's in my head. Yeah, because that's what my purpose is. My purpose is to move you, is to move you and to help you get to where you need to get to. It's to encourage you to be your very best and for you to live as your highest self, your highest, not higher, your highest self. That's my job. That's my job. My name is Yvonne Michelle, and I am an empowerment coach. And I help people who feel disempowered to find their power and live the life of their dreams unapologetically and make a good income at the same time. That's my job. So, guys, thank you for joining me this morning. I give honor to God this morning, always, first, foremost, and lastly, with every breath. I give honor to the Most High. I ask you guys, do the work, and change your life. My name is Yvonne Michelle. I'm out of here. Have a blessed weekend. I'll be back on Monday, 9 a.m. sharp. 9 a.m. I will be back with morning inspiration. But for now, stay safe, be well, God bless. Ciao.